Right back at you with another ISO Swish show. Today is going to be special. My name is Chris.
Hey, my name is Mark.
My name is Keith Williams.
And we are the ISO Swish show. And on today's episode, as you see, we got the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Keith Williams, basketball training extraordinaire. We're going to chop it up with him. And we're also going to get into the Christmas Day games. There's 5 big games coming up. We're going to do all that. How about the shoes, Mark?
Hey, for the shoes today, we got another Kanye West exclusive.
Kanye.
Came out. Yeah, a lot of folks are not feeling Kanye, but the shoes, man, the shoes are hot, so we're going to roll with them. So, hey, Keith, Chris, man, you guys ready?
Always ready, Mark.
All right,
let's go. All right, let's talk about these Christmas games that are coming up. Ho, 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 and a bottle of rum.
That's probably one of those pirate movies.
Yeah, it's not Christmas.
Captain Hook.
That's not Christmas. Yeah. All right, let's talk about Lakers, Clippers. That's one of the big games, Christmas Day. Keith, what do you think about Lakers, Clippers, man?
First and foremost, I think the Clippers will win.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think right now, Lakers are playing better, but I think LeBron's trying to prove something right now.
What was he trying to prove? He's already done everything.
Well, it was a lot of chatter about him not being able to do it anymore, and I think he might shoot his wad too early. I think in the end, maybe he'll win the MVP, but I think in the end, the Clippers will win Saturday. They will win Wednesday, and they will win in the end.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a bold prediction.
What you think, Mark?
I think so, too. I mean, I like the Clippers. They sat Kawhi the other night. It was last night as they sat him because of the ankle injury, so to speak. But I think in the end, I don't know. I mean, I want to say the Clippers are going to win. They got too much for them. The Lakers down the line. LeBron's trying to prove he's looking good. He's looking like a young fella out there. But I think the Clippers just have too much firepower, man.
Okay. Yeah. I love Patrick Beverley, as y'all well know. But I'm going with the Lakers on Christmas Day. I think LeBron's going to bring us some presents that we haven't seen yet. So I just think that's where it's going to go.
It's a national game too.
It's all the games are national games, so it's going to be big time. I'm going to be sitting on my couch watching it all. Yeah. How about Milwaukee Bucks and 76ers?
I think Milwaukee will take it. Mm-hmm. I think the Sixers, they're in a funny space because I don't believe you can win with Embiid.
Right.
And Ben on the same team. I think they both need their own team.
Why can't Ben shoot threes? Why can't he shoot a jump shot?
Is he cursed or something?
Inside information, he can. I've witnessed him shoot the ball.
Okay. I figure you've seen it
pretty solidly.
Right.
I think it's mental in terms of taking the shots in the game.
Okay.
You can find clips on Sixers websites where he's making shots before the game.
And we saw him this summer. I mean, he was killing it in I know it's pickup, but regardless, you're still shooting threes. So I just don't understand. I thought he was going to take a huge jump this coming year, but really he's regressed.
Chris, I told you he wasn't, but needless plug.
Right.
What
you think, Mark? Philly Bucks.
Philly. I'm always a Giannis fan, and he did his thing against the Lakers, man. I mean, just showed out against the Lakers, man.
Right.
That's the top tier team to do your thing against somebody like that. So, it's another national game, and I think he's gonna do his thing, and they're gonna prevail against the Sixers.
Okay. Yeah. Boston versus Toronto Raptors, the current champions of the NBA versus the kind of young Boston team.
Yeah.
How do you see that going, Keith?
Shout out to Toronto. I was trying to tell people that once you win a championship, you know what it takes. Mm-hmm. They're having a great year, but I think Boston's going to be too strong. I think young Tatum is growing every month on us.
Right. He had a 39-point game last night.
I think not to put Kyrie down because I'm a Kyrie fan, but I think Kemba's a better style leader for that type of team.
Okay. Yeah. Why do you think how has Pascal Siakam gotten that much better that fast?
I think the interesting thing about the NBA is it's a style of play thing, and I think now the plays are being run for him.
Right.
Putting him in a position where he can be successful.
Yeah.
And he's doing it.
Okay.
Interesting.
What you think, Mark? Boston, Toronto.
Yeah. I've always been I've been outspoken and had some criticism because we did speak out against Toronto But Boston's playing out of their mind. Jason Tatum is doing his thing, and I think they're just a little bit deeper with Kemba at running the point. And I think they're going to come out on top this time.
Okay. Yeah. So the last two games, we don't have to much to talk about. Houston versus Golden State, as well as the Pelicans versus the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to send a huge shout out to Adam Silver. Flex the games, man. We know Zion's not playing. Man. We know that Curry and Klay Thompson, all these guys aren't playing. Right. So can we get a better matchups? I know it's hard to do that, but can we get better matchups? 5 straight unbelievable games. When a person goes out, early in the season, no way New Orleans should be playing on Christmas morning. Clearly. I mean, that should not happen. So those are our 5 games. Make sure you guys.
Let me say this: Harden might go for 70.
Wow!
Just to prove some stuff. Just to prove some stuff.
Look, that's not far fetched at all.
Justin and I watched the Houston game against Phoenix the other night. He was doing step backs.
Yeah.
He was doing freaky stuff that I ain't seen before, and I was just like, "What is going on?"
Crazy.
He could have got 50, but he was just like, let me go ahead out with 47.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So anyway, those are our 5 games. Make sure you check those games out. ISO Swish. All right, this is my favorite time of the show. As everybody knows, if you're part of the ISO Swish family, it's all about kick time with Big Mark. So, Mark, what are we rocking today?
All right, today we got the Yeezys from, I think probably last week they came out. And these are the Yeezreels. And it's a different shoe.
They're bright.
Very bright. They're very similar to the Yeezy Glows that came out, which had the glow-in-the-dark bottoms, and of course they still have the Ultra Boost on there. But just a timeless shoe. The Yeezy, of course, the 350 is a classic, and some of the new ones. That's what I thought. What do you think about the Yeezys, Keith? I mean, I know you have a pair, 2 or 3.
Comfortable.
Yeah,
very comfortable.
Keith, how many pair of shoes you have? Like overall,
Keith got more than I
in
do.
your house.
My wife's not gonna watch this.
Right.
I think around 400.
400. That's kind of ridiculous.
That's a heavy duty vault right there.
Right.
Well, these Yeezys are always a good, to add to your vault. They make the 350s in so many colors now, man. It's just one after the other, man. It's just crazy.
Comfort level on those. What do you?
Like Keith said, man, extremely high. They're like wearing house shoes, basically. So you don't really
want Uggs before
Uggs. Before men's Uggs. Yeah. You don't want to wear them in the rain or anything like that. They don't do too well in the rain, but they're colorful shoes. Like I said, very comfortable.
Do they have a reflective version of that?
They do have a reflective version of that, and that's of course that's worth like $200-300 more than the regular version. They look pretty much the same, but they have a reflective insole and medial place right here, but the laces are reflective as well.
Right.
But once again, man, so Keith, what about you, man? Chris,
I am definitely 100% not rocking those.
What?
No.
What?
I'm going to tell you why. They're too bright. Okay. And I'm going to be perfectly honest and transparent. Mark will tell you this, is that I'm not a big Kanye West fan because of his political views right now. Any dude walking around with the MAGA hat on, I just can't roll with that. And so I can't support this. So, but
you make me feel bad now, man.
But at the same time, I get it. I get my son has tons of Yeezys. I know Keith rock you, all that. That's your thing. But for me, you asked what I would do. No.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you have it, man. This is the Yeezy 350 V2 Boost Yeezreel.
All right, this is extremely special segment for ISO Swish. Like I told you before, and like if you've seen, we've got Keith Williams here. So Keith, tell us, for the people who don't know, your probably top 5 or 6 guys that you have trained. Your top guys.
I would say Steve Francis, who gave me my shot.
Stevie Franchise.
Boogie Cousins, who I learned the most about the business. KD, of course.
Kevin Durant.
Different local cat. We love that dude.
Markelle Fultz, who I spent the most time with. You said 5?
5. One more.
4?
Mike Beasley.
Mike Beasley.
Okay.
Is Mike Beasley is he playing in the league right now, or is he overseas?
He's suspended, actually.
Okay.
I forgot who he was playing with last.
He's with, I think, Detroit.
Okay. So we're going to put you on the ISO Swish hot seat right now. Ask you a ton of questions. Mark, let's get it.
All right. I had something I want to know about agents and boosters from colleges. I mean, I want to, have you had any experience with them coming at you and trying to get a certain player in a certain position,
Of course.
Yeah.
But the business is not quite what people think. It's not that the money that people think is being thrown around, because the reality is, if you was to give me $100,000, how you gonna bring it?
Right. Right.
And we all know that when you go to the bank, they don't give you $100,000 cash. They're gonna be like, well, where do you want me to send the money?
Right.
But getting back to your question,
Okay.
I've come into contact. I think the biggest thing now is financial advisors. They are infiltrating the business and making a strong push. So you have financial guys and agents work together.
Okay.
Boosters are more so on the football side.
All right.
Oh, versus
as
the basketball
opposed to
side.
That's interesting. That's interesting stuff.
Okay. Question for you. So how do you deal with parent expectations? And what I mean by that is, you got parents who think their kids are Dwayne Wade, but they're really Dwayne Wayne from a different world, So
He was a pretty good ball player.
Yeah. How do you tweak or how do you mess around with parental expectations and the kids' expectations?
I think the biggest thing is the goal is to try to get a free scholarship.
Right.
I always try to press upon them that's our goal. Like, I know the way that can get you to the top, but a lot of things have to fall in place. And I think the problem with parents, everybody believes their kids the next KD or
Right.
the next Markel Fulton.
Right.
The percentages say that's just not true.
Okay.
How soon can you make a judgment call on a kid's potential abilities? Is it like immediately, or do you have to work with them for a couple of weeks? How
I
soon?
think in the case of Markel, because he was around me a lot,
Right.
I was able to say it sooner than most because he's around me every single day.
Okay.
I saw him in every basketball situation he could possibly be in. And I pushed this button so I know when tough times came, I knew what he would do.
Right.
But I think basically it's tough because, again, you got to see them in those different situations. You got to see them when they're down, when it's hard, and see what they'll do when it gets tough.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to play a little game with you real quick. Okay, this is start, bench, or cut. I'm going to give you three guys. Okay, two different scenarios, three guys. Start, bench, or cut. AI, Wade, Kobe. Start, bench, or cut.
I like that. That's interesting.
Don't think too long.
Let's start Kobe.
Okay, we got to start Kobe. I totally agree
Who
with
was
that.
it? It was Kobe.
Kobe, Wade, or Allen Iverson.
I guess you got to bench AI and you got to cut Wade.
So you cutting Dwayne Wade. Okay, the second part of that, more recent players, Steph Curry, Westbrook or Kyrie Irving.
Interesting.
So who are you starting
Food for thought on that
for Steph Curry, Westbrook, or Kyrie Irving?
I think I'll start Steph.
Okay, start Steph.
Because Kyrie's a diva, I think you cut him and you bench.
So he cut Playboy Kyrie Irving. You got to cut him.
It's too much.
Right.
You don't know what
Heavy GM decision right there.
Right. All right, Mark, what you got, man?
Yeah, I also want to ask you about this new mixed gender league, like the Washington Fusion.
Oh, the Fusion,
yeah. What are your thoughts on that? I personally like it. I like it. It's some competition, but I always want to get your input on that as well.
I like it. I think it's another way to reach another group of people, and with basketball. So I'm a proponent of it.
Okay.
I've actually gotten out to a game. And one of my older guys, Corsley Edwards, who played in the NBA, drafted to the Sacramento Kings. He plays in it.
Okay.
He was a former NBA guy. So.
Right.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, your best hooping shoes. Like if you had one pair of hooping shoes that you're going to hoop in, I don't care about the colors or whatever. I'm sure it's going to be a Jordan because you're a Jordan guy.
Oh, you
but
said
what?
Hooping,
just straight hooping. Okay, not out in the street, straight hooping. What's the shoe for you?
I like the Kobe's.
Okay.
The first Kobe's.
The first, like Kobe ones?
Nikes. Yep.
Okay. Not the
Nice
Nikes.
ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones that got the thing in the back.
Right.
Opening in the back.
Right. Okay.
All right, cool. When you're in the city, of course, you're in the city a lot. What are your favorite go-to foods when you? I know it's not really basketball related, but DC is starting to become a mecca for foods in the food industry. So what are your go-to foods when you're in the city to eat?
Junk food?
Yeah, anything. If you want to sit down at a restaurant.
Roman Rooster.
Oh wow.
Bladensburg Road.
Oh man, good chicken
Best
sandwiches.
chicken
Oh
sandwich
man.
in the world.
Okay.
And they started it at the right time, right when
that
Popeyes
Popeyes-
had that phase. And
Right.
it's out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay. Wow. Okay, back to the whole kids thing. I mean, your main focus is training kids, bringing them through, right? So have you ever had to tell a parent or a kid, look, Slim, this ain't for you. You might want to choose soccer or lacrosse or badminton or something like that.
Well, quite a few times, but I think the biggest thing was I had a kid by the name of Brian Freeman. I don't know if you met him.
I don't think so.
He was physically, he was off the chart. For whatever reason, he didn't get it. And so what I told his dad, I passed him on to Brian Inge.
Right,
who worked
right.
And he started looking him out. But of course, I definitely had to tell parents, like, maybe you should play football. And not, not in a negative way. Like, your kid's probably set up physically, it's probably better.
To play football. Right, play football.
So, Keith, I wanted to ask you about how great a feeling it is to see somebody you've put in a lot of work with over time to sign a letter of intent to a college or to sign a pro contract. I mean, how great a feeling is that for you to see that happen?
I've been spoiled. I mean, so many kids. I've lost count, but over 1,000.
Okay. I think it's a high number.
Gone on, go to college. But on the NBA side, with Markel, him going, that was a life's journey. And very few of us are able to be at the top of a profession.
Right.
So I was blessed to be in that position. So that was the greatest feeling in the world. And we kind of, when you top dog, we kind of ran the situation. We had security. We had everything.
Yeah.
Everything was taken care of.
That's great.
That's great. Let's say, for instance, you have two guys. One is a super skilled basketball player. Let's say high school guys, right? Super skilled. I mean, all the skills in the world. The other guy is a super freak, jumping out the gym, ridiculous, right? Which one would you rather have? The Paul Pierce or the Andrew Wiggins? It's like the super freak, or would you rather have the highly skilled dude?
Paul Pierce, but I think now, if we're talking about, I want the tougher kid.
Yeah.
The tougher kid. So not even those two things. You just want somebody to go.
I mean, though, for those two, I want Paul Pierce, but he's the tougher kid.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
That's interesting.
All right.
Now, your thoughts on my big thing now is the Euro step and the step back.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that? How that's just like infiltrated the league now, and with the kids, are they really wanting to do that? As wanting you to teach them that nowadays?
I think the step back is the worst move for high school kids.
Man,
and
really?
the reason why?
Because they're going backwards.
Okay.
Most of them. And I can't consistently shoot just standing there.
Right.
So you're talking about now driving the ball and then backing up and then shooting. And most of them step back and then fade.
Yeah.
Right. So they don't have enough strength to get that shot off.
Not even ready to do that.
Okay.
Now the Euro step is overdone.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been so pronounced.
Kids won't just run. They won't just bend down and just run by their defender and just lay it up.
Right.
So it's like pre-planned.
You think it's like the Euro step is like a cop out, instead of just going hard to the rim?
It's just what they do.
Yeah.
It's finesse.
I mean, even in workouts now, I tell kids to dribble and just pull up, and you turn your back and they're stepping back like, I don't want to step. I don't want to see that.
Right. Speaking of high school teams, could a high school basketball team, your Montverde, Oak Hill, DeMatha, could they beat a WNBA team?
That's a great question.
No.
Why?
Girls play the right way.
Yeah.
But somebody like, okay, let's just take DeMatha right now. Hunter is 7'2" for DeMatha.
Yes.
Current DeMatha player, Hunter Dickinson.
Yes.
7'2". How's a girl going to handle that?
Well,
A
they're
female,
smarter.
a woman.
They're smarter.
Okay.
And women play harder than men.
Right.
That's just a fact.
Right. I always tell when I'm sitting there watching WNBA games on TV, I tell my kids or I tell my daughter, this is the best under the rim basketball on the planet.
No question.
Without a doubt.
No
Without
question.
a doubt.
And now you're seeing some of the high flyers in the WNBA. Some of them are getting above that rim. You've
Yeah, they dunking there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now, your top 5 players to come out of the DMV area in your lifetime, I guess, as you said. No, that's a heavy
tough
load.
one.
In my lifetime.
Yeah, I guess in your lifetime.
Already, you're down to 4 because,
Right.
Well, he said he's not saying who I trained. You're saying
Just period.
in my
Just period. Right. That you. I mean, that's
Right.
I know there's so many in this area. This is talent rich area.
I mean, I've been blessed. Part of my time in high school, I went to Mackin Catholic. So
you went with Go-Go Mickey and all them and all that. Yeah.
And I was able to see Johnny Dawkins.
Right.
Stacey Robinson, who's the best that ever came out of here.
Wow. I know that name.
Obviously. And I'll get him to come up here too.
Okay, good. We love having him.
And he's very honest.
Oh, wow.
He's the reason why I started playing. Special talent. His career was derailed by drugs, but great guy.
Okay.
Very honest guy. All the kids need to hear him. Obviously, Lenny B.
Len Bias,
Yes.
y'all don't know.
That grew up right down the street.
Right.
I was able to see him. That corridor, that MLK corridor is where it's at. And then obviously Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin
Right,
Durant.
Kevin Durant.
I think he's on up
I
list.
think the most talented out of everybody is Mike
Wow.
Beasley. He
Mike
was
Beasley?
talented.
His game was
Again,
incredible.
he had some off the court stuff, but
Right.
pure talent. Even if you look at his stats compared to Kevin's stats in the Big 12,
Right.
across the board he's better.
Wow.
Right. No, he averaged what, 28 and
28,
10 or
yeah.
something like that.
13.
13, yeah,
Wow.
coming up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Katie was only there for 1 year. you
Yeah,
know,
Beasley
so-
was a flat out
Special,
monster.
special
Flat out monster.
Special person.
Yeah. So let's talk about the more of the current NBA right now.
Okay.
So if you're a GM of a team, a coach of a team, and you guys have 12 seconds left to win a championship, give me the one player in the NBA who you want to take that shot to win a championship. One guy.
Durant.
You want Kevin Durant.
Because he's the tallest
Right.
shot maker there is in the league right
Okay.
now. He doesn't need a post up. He doesn't need a pick.
Okay. I thought when I was thinking about that question, I was thinking of who's the most big shot guy right now, and that's probably Dame Dollar.
Right.
You know,
But he's small.
But he's small. It's hard for him to get that shot off.
Right.
Right. No, I totally get it. I'm gonna just throw one more out
Go
there.
ahead,
Mark. Who do you everybody's talking about LeBron and Giannis and Harden. There's the other kid that's right there in the mix with them, Luka. What makes Luka Doncic so good?
Oh, yeah.
He's skilled, and he's got great size at that position. He's 6'7", 225, the point guard position. And he's been playing against men for 4 years.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
So I think that's the biggest thing. He's really skilled. He's a shot maker.
Right.
And he's a dog. He ain't afraid.
Right. So like we were saying on the previous question, he's a more skilled guy versus a more super freak guy.
Yeah.
You rather have that.
Yeah, the NBA's messed up with the athlete piece and just feeling like they're going to get it. No, Wiggins is a prime example. He doesn't get it.
Right. He's gotten a lot better this year.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
some of that's minutes. Like the NBA set up the speed of the game. You're out there, you're going to get your shots. You can put up numbers.
Right.
Put up numbers, but that don't mean you can affect the game.
Got you.
Right.
What you got, Mark?
Back to the training position. At what age do you think parents should start bringing their kids in to be trained? You know, if they think they have a shot at a scholarship, or even an NBA career.
I think that's a great question, but I think it's tough because they start too soon, then they kind of die out.
Yeah,
at 15,
kind of get burnt out.
16.
Sort of.
I've seen a lot of that.
Yes. My guess is 12, 13 is probably
So
good
like going
age.
into the middle school.
Yeah,
Right,
I think that's a good age. I think before that, it's probably too much.
Okay.
Because now the kid knows all these moves, but now they don't really know when to push the button, what button to push, and they get bored.
Okay.
Right. Top. I'm sorry, Mark.
No, go ahead.
Top 3 players in high school in the DMV right now.
Terrence Williams,
Terrence Williams from Gonzaga High School.
Right. Somebody.
Roach,
Jeremy Roach from Paula 6.
Earl Timberlake.
Earl Timberlake from the DeMatha High School.
All right.
Without a doubt.
Some good talent, man.
Right.
I mean,
Great talent.
You had a big presence for many, many years with the whole AAU travel scene, all that kind of stuff, right? With the DC Blue Devils. What's the status of that right now? What's the status of the Blue Devils, and what's the status of the scene? You know, there's been so many reports of, you know, kid getting the bag, kid getting this money,
Not true.
and all these kind of things. So what's going on right now with that?
I kind of backed away from it based on, and I'll give you some background. So when Markel signed with Nike, Under Armour was kind of upset with me.
Because Blue Devils
Well,
was an
Under
Under
Armour
Armour team.
program.
All right. Okay.
But they never honestly gave us a real number, a real deal. They didn't really negotiate. And so I think their way of getting me back was to say, hey, we're not going to renew your contract. But Coming up, I'm going to restart, not the Blue Devils, but another program. More than likely Under Armour.
Okay. The ISO Swish. The ISO Swish Under Armour squad.
That's possible. That's possible.
Could sponsor a team.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna restart it like we
Right.
did before. Start the 8-15s and kind of grow starting this summer.
Okay.
Okay.
And I got a couple kids that
Right.
4 or 5 years from now you might hear the name called. So,
Okay. Now this last question I have is actually from my daughter,
Okay.
Chrissy Graves, the one and only superstar. She asked me. She said, "Chris." She said, "Chris." She said, "Daddy." She said, "Dad, ask Uncle Keith who are the most underrated players in the NBA right now. The guys that are under the radar." I'm gonna give you one that I thought of quickly was Spencer Dinwiddie,
Yes.
from the Brooklyn Nets. But who else?
I think Kyle Lowry's always been undervalued his whole career.
Okay.
He finally signed that big contract, I think.
Yeah,
Dave.
but even still, he wouldn't.
Before that.
If they didn't win.
He wouldn't
I
have
still
gotten
think
that.
he's
That's too
underrated,
bad.
even with a championship and a big contract, because when you name the best point guards in the league, he never
His
comes
name is
up.
not
Never
amongst
comes
those.
up.
Yeah, that's too bad. Back to the DMV, because we're all DMV guys. And how do they rank in the country as far as, because a long time ago, I guess in the late 80s, early 90s, DC wasn't even considered, top 10, top tier as far as high school talent coming out. But how about now? What do you think as far as where the DMV is rated in the ranks of people, coaches coming in to recruit?
Well, numbers say that the DMV is the best area in the country.
Represent.
Last 4
so
years
good to hear.
for getting D1 scholarships.
Wow.
Girls and boys.
Okay.
Obviously, we had the top girl in high school last year,
Fudd.
Hazy
Fudd,
Fudd.
yeah.
Right.
With Katie winning, with Marquette going #1. So
Every
it's
time
a
I
hotbed.
every
It's a
time I turn the
hotbed.
TV on, I'm
You see a
saying,
DMV
"Oh,
guy.
that guy went. No, there's Quinn Cook.
Yeah.
There's Oladipo. There's this guy. This
So,
guy.
yeah,
This guy
we-
never
we-
stops."
We're the top. But the truth be told, I think some of our kids get scholarships they probably don't deserve.
Right.
But we got to take advantage of it while we hot.
Right.
Okay. That's about all I got, bro. I really appreciate your time,
Yeah,
man.
man. That's a wealth of knowledge.
We love you, Keith.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us, and we want to thank Keith for joining us on the ISO Swish show, which is
Appreciate you, bro.
pleasure having him on here, man. It's just a wealth of knowledge for me, and I'm just giddy beside myself. I don't usually get like that, but
He does.
Yeah,
He's
I
like
do.
that all
I
the
do.
time.
Anything
Right.
about basketball and local, anything local, I love that, man.
And look, if you are out there and you have a kid, or if you're a kid, and or if you have a kid, you're a parent, and you have somebody out there that's looking to get into basketball, like seriously, not no messing around, BSing around, hit up Keith Williams at Keith Williams 1957 on Instagram. That's Keith Williams 1957 on Instagram. He trains all over the metro area, the DMV, and he will definitely take care of you without a doubt. And also, I got to say Merry Christmas
Oh yeah.
to Mr. Mark here,
Yeah.
my partner in crime, as well as to Keith,
Right.
everybody's family and friends out there, the whole ISO Swish fam.
holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all of that.
All that, and make sure you guys spread the love amongst the holiday season, and make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe to the ISO Swish Show. You can see the Instagram up top, the ISO Swish Show.
The ISO Swish Show.
Right. So once again, my name is Mark,
My name is Chris.
I'm Keith Williams.
and
We are the ISO Swish Show, and we are out.
Merry Christmas, baby. Sure did treat me nice.
Howard University is in the middle of D.C.
But
and they can't recruit.
Howard's gym is just horrific.
awful.
It's how do you bring a
It looked
recruit in and
nice
see
for
that?
somebody that came out in '86 like us.
Right.
Right.
2019.
Right.
No.
Right. So you think it's facilities, straight up money? That's all really all it comes
So
down to.
the new coach, Poopy Blakeney, who went to DeMatha, he's got great backing from Under Armour. He's been able to get some of those quote unquote top kids to come and visit
Right.
the school. And I think it's just going to take one kid. I think the kids and the families up the top, they don't realize that you have the power. Wherever
Right.
you go, the camera's going.
The camera's gonna go. Yeah, the camera's gonna go. There's a kid from, I think he's from LA. We had him on the show a couple of episodes ago, Christopher, Justin Christopher, and he had contemplated. There was a couple of articles about him
Josh.
possibly going to Howard University.
Howard, yeah.
Right, possibly going to Howard University. But I think that's kind of out of the question now. He's
Well, somebody's got to be willing to be different.
Right.
And I think our people,
Black folks.
we talk about we're gonna do something different, but right when it's time, we cave and we just
Lip service. Yeah.
Right. Do you think the blue bloods of college basketball are paying their players? Duke, Kansas, North Carolina, those kind of schools. Kentucky.
In a different way.
Explain.
Without naming schools, but
No, I don't want you to get anybody in trouble.
Yeah.
But what do you?
when you get there are handshakes after every game.
Okay.
There are summer jobs that don't actually exist.
Okay.
Even when you graduate from some of these schools, they have these games that they play at the end of the year, and you know it's legal at that point, and they get paid
To play in those games. Okay.
Really get paid.
Right.
Only the old schools that you name have that autograph circuit when they get finished.
Right.
I know with Boogie, obviously that was legal, but
DeMarcus Cousins.
he made about $300,000, and we just went from town to town.
So he left Kentucky before he went to Sacramento.
Correct.
He was going from place to place, just signing autographs.
Yeah, they would set it up. He and myself would have dinner with the elite people.
Boosters.
In Kentucky, yes.
Okay. So,
Family.
what we didn't mention was what you got on your chest and what you got on your hat.
Right.
Well, hey, Trust Your Grind by my guy Jay Gavin.
Trust your
Best
grind.
sweatsuit.
Right.
Forget the logo.
This is nice.
Forget the logo.
It's
The
good
logo's
quality.
nice, but I'm saying this is the best quality sweatsuit probably outside of Nike. I'm telling everybody.
That's good quality. Yeah.
Trust Your Grind. He's been
He's a local guy.
yeah. I trained him since he was 12 years old.
Okay. Trust your
He's
grind.
about 30 now, so we have an 18
you've
year
been a
relationship.
minute. Yeah.
Right.
And I feel great because I trained him all years. Now he's one of the better trainers in the area.
Oh, that's good.
And obviously everybody knows All Day's my guy.
Yeah.
All days.
Great dude.
Right.
He's relaunching it. His son is behind it, and we're trying to get it off the ground.
Good.
Again.
Good.